Alright guys, you are welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be learning how to make this swine 3D logo using Coreldraw. So I'll just be walking you through what to do and how to make this possible, how to achieve this. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to shrink this a bit and then possibly remove this black background and put it up there. So to achieve this in Coreldraw, the first thing we're going to do is to draw your shape, your circle. That is, you use the eclipse shape now, you just pick it. We have this like this. That's the first thing you do. Then of course, what we want to do now is to convert this to, you convert this to curve. So once you convert this to curve by pressing Ctrl Q on your keyboard, so once you convert that to curve, you'll be able to see the nodes around your, if you click on this shape too, you see that it has nodes now. So this node now, we need to just break these nodes into two. So you break these nodes, you break the curve. So we just break the curve like that. So after you break the curve, you now Ctrl K on your keyboard. Ctrl K will separate the circle into two, like you can see there now. So after that, the next thing we need to do is to click on this mirror horizontally. So we now mirror it horizontally, you see, just to back it like that. So that is just the first step here. That's the first step you have to do. So the next thing we're going to do is to use the blend tool. We're going to use the blend tool to ensure. We are going to use the blend tool. Just follow how I'm going to use it. This is the blend tool here. This tool. So this blend tool will be, I'll click it, then I'll do something like this. Now, if you look at what we have here, you discover that it's not giving me what I want. And why is that? Why is it not? It's not giving me the right shape. It's not coming out the way I want it to be. So the reason why it's not coming like that is because of this node here. So if I click on this shape tool here, we're going to click on this shape tool. Then what we have to do now is to delete this node. But if we delete this node, you discover that the shape, it will deform this shape. So what we want to do now is to flatten it. We're going to flatten it. We're going to convert, we don't want to convert it to line. We're going to flatten it. Yeah, we're going to smooth this shape, then reverse the direction. So when you do that now, we're going to use the blend tool again. Then you see now it has given me what I want. So because this is the way I want it to be. So but the only thing is I want it to just give me 20 shapes. No, not 20. I want it to be 6. So I'm going to change it to 6. Then of course we now have this. Okay, so then what I forgot to tell you guys is when you draw your shape, I'm going to redraw the shape again now. When you draw the shape, I want to keep it. I want to keep that shape I drew initially because we're going to need it. So what I do, you just carefully draw the shape again. The oval shape, that's the eclipse to the circle that you drew initially. So I'm going to keep it one side. I'm going to put it aside because we'll be needing it in the course of this, in the course of what we are doing, which is like next thing itself to do. So moving on now, once you have this this eclipse shape here, this circle that you have here, so what we have to do now is to place it. You place it carefully around the first mini circle that we have there. So something like this. Yeah, so I'll check the down to ensure that it fits in. But why we are doing this is just so that we'll be able to get, we don't really need the full circle. So what I'm going to do now is to just, I'm going to click on the shape tool again, Ctrl Q again to convert to curve. Then I'm going to create a node here now. I'm going to be the one to create node by myself. I'm going to create a node here. Then this node here, I'm going to delete the node. So now that I've deleted, should we break it? There are other ways to do this. Let's break it. So what we're going to do, and we've broken it, so we're going to delete it. you just press delete on your keyboard. Then you come here again, click on the node, delete. You click on the node here, delete. So that you now have this on top here. It's just like a small line there, curved. So what we're going to do now from here, you now go to your freehand tool. You pick your freehand tool to draw a straight line like this. So after you've done that, then you now go to you now pick your smart fill tool. You see that? So I'm going to pick the smart fill tool now to fill this. We want to pick it. You now 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you've done this now, that's the first stage. So once you've done, all you have to do now is to extract. You hold your shift key down, then you pick the color there, the shapes that was colored. So you pick that. You can now maybe put this aside, or you discard it. You can decide to delete it if you want. I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to leave there for some. So the next thing we are going to do now is, this is done already. So I'm just going to reduce this so that I will have space to do other things. So now, since I've done this, now I'm going to group this and now pick my interactive fill tool to, maybe that's for the color now. Then this shade here, this up here is black. So we can put it to be black, a bit dark. Then possibly, now the color can be like, the color is just on you, man. You can actually choose your color. I decide to use cyan, and so I'll click that. So now we're almost there. So the next thing to do is to double this, double it. How are we going to double it? You can either do Ctrl D, or you press the plus button on your keyboard. You press the plus button on your keyboard. So you can see that now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here and now rotate it. I'm to rotate this thing by 120 degrees. 120 degrees. So 120, like this. So I'm just going to rotate it by 120 degrees. So I'll hit enter. Then I'll do the double thing again. Double it again. You can see. Then I'm going to make it 120 times 2. That is 240. You can see now. So I'm now done. So what the next thing to do, I'm going to put this here, then move this here. So the next thing to do now is to now put it together. How do you put it together? So we now have this like this. This will go here. This will go here, down here like this. You fit it to that place. Then the second one will now, then this will go here. Please ensure it's well fitted so that to avoid any form of error. So you can now group it. So we have been able to achieve the swine 3D logo. We're going to group it, then remove the outline color. Then of course we can now resize it. We can see it looks exactly the same with what we had before. Of course, you can now put maybe a dark background. Then that is just it. Please like and comment, share this video if you gain value from it. Thank you for watching.